This was the first year of human life on Mars. The colony looked like a small city with many interconnected structures. The settlers had already begun building a network of underground tunnels to move between houses, laboratories, and factories. Back in the year 2040, hundreds of spacecraft launched from Earth toward Mars. 7 months later, the ships approached the Red Planet. Soon, we would land. Thousands of us were about to become Martian citizens. Perhaps we would never return. We began trying to adapt to Mars's unusual environment. The gravity here is 2.5 times weaker than on Earth. This meant a person could jump twice as high and lift heavier loads. The first thing we needed to do was unload cargo ships and vital life support systems. Some of us transformed Martian soil into material for 3D printers, while others built greenhouses and prepared soil for growing plants. We used 3D printers to build houses on Mars, printing shells from Martian soil. These shells protected homes from solar radiation and strong winds. Permanent houses were constructed with living quarters, research areas, and communication centers. Work continued tirelessly. In the following months, most of our food was produced on Mars. A new generation of robots worked alongside humans, while other robots helped construct more housing for the growing population. 2 years later, Mars had 30,000 inhabitants. Almost all of them became permanent residents. We built the first shop and the first restaurant. 4 years later, construction of a power station began. Once completed, Martians would no longer rely on constant supplies from Earth. 20 years passed. The Martian population reached about 100,000. The colony's infrastructure allowed it to be fully self-sufficient. People produced enough food, fuel, and oxygen. Around this time, the first plants began to grow directly in Martian soil. Human activity caused a greenhouse effect that helped warm the surface, even if only slightly. Still, people had to wear protective suits when going outside. Living on Mars like Earth would take many more years. Gradually, rivers and lakes would form, and green plants would cover much of the land. One day, Martian residents would be able to step outside without oxygen tanks, and the Red Planet would become a green home. But then, you wake up. It was all just a dream. Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, has a much thinner atmosphere than Earth. It contains 95% carbon dioxide and only about 1% oxygen. The Martian surface is covered in fine dust, rich in iron oxide, giving it a rusty appearance. The air holds the same orange dust. The landscape is rocky, filled with craters and volcanoes, as well as ancient dried riverbeds and valleys. If humanity tries to colonize Mars, how long would it take? Could we truly survive there? Nobody knows for certain. In this vast universe, Earth may be our only home. The best thing we can do is protect the planet that already sustains us.